Hello, my friend. Welcome to another gentle episode of the English Leap podcast, your peaceful space to listen, learn, and relax with slow, clear English. I'm your host, Anna, and today I want to take you with me to another big moment in my life. A fresh start, a little scary, a little exciting, and full of quiet emotions. Today's story is about my very first day living in a new city. It's a true story, and it happened a few years ago, but I remember every little detail, like it was just yesterday. The weather, the sound of the traffic, the smell of the coffee shop near my apartment, all of it is still in my memory. And I'll share it with you slowly and clearly, just like always. This episode is made for two learners, so don't worry. The words are easy, the sentences are short, and the pace is soft. Just sit back, breathe, and let the English float into your ears. Ready? Okay, let's go back to a cool gray morning, my first day in a brand new city. I remember opening my eyes before my alarm even rang. It was still dark outside. My room was quiet. I was lying on a new bed, in a new apartment, in a new city. It felt strange, but also kind of magical. I sat up slowly and looked around. There were boxes on the floor, half opened, full of books and clothes. The walls were still empty, no pictures, no memories, just blank space. I took a deep breath and whispered to myself, "This is real. I live here now." My chest felt tight, not from fear, but from something deeper, a mix of excitement and loneliness. You know that feeling? Like standing at the edge of something new. I got out of bed and walked to the window. Outside, the sky was turning light gray. There were cars on the road, a woman jogging with her dog, and in the distance, I could hear a bell from a tram. This wasn't my old town anymore. This was London. I washed my face, brushed my teeth, and made a simple breakfast. Toast and jam. I sat at the tiny table in my tiny kitchen and looked out the window. The toast was warm in my hands. The jam was a little too sweet, but it was quiet. And somehow, that felt good. I didn't have work that day. No school, no plans. Just one goal, to explore. So I put on a warm sweater, tied my shoes, and grabbed my small bag. I stepped outside and stood in front of the door. And for a moment, I froze. My heart beat faster. It's funny, I wasn't doing anything dangerous. But even something simple, like walking alone in a new place, felt big. I whispered again, "Let's go." I started walking down the street. There were coffee shops, little stores, buses passing by, and people everywhere. Everyone looked busy. Everyone had somewhere to go. And me, I was just walking, looking, not rushing. I found a small park. There were orange leaves on the ground and a man playing guitar under a tree. I sat on a bench and just listened for a while. The music was soft. The air smelled like rain and coffee. For a moment, I forgot I was alone. Later, I went into a bookstore. It was warm and smelled like paper and old wood. I walked between the shelves, running my fingers across the book spines. I bought a small notebook. On the cover, it said, "Begin anywhere." That felt right. By the time I got home, the sun was already low in the sky. My feet were tired. My cheeks were red from the wind. But my heart felt calm. I made tea, lit a candle, and sat down at the table with my new notebook. And I wrote just one sentence. Today, I started something new. That night, when I went to bed, I still felt a little lonely. But it wasn't scary anymore. It was quiet. It was mine. And I knew deep inside that this was the beginning of something beautiful. Thank you for listening, my friend. If you like this story, don't forget to check the next episode. And remember, you are learning. You are growing. You are exactly where you need to be. Sweet dreams, and see you next time.